Okay.
Welcome everyone to our pregame gold room for the Mountain West Conference Championship. I think we've all been waiting to hear that. We've been climbing the mountain, and we're so excited that you can join us for this webinar today. I'm Rob Clark, Deputy Director of Athletics Development. We are thrilled to be competing not only for a championship, but keep this undefeated thing going here. So fired up. Hey, we've had some incredible response from our supporters in Spartan Nation. And we want to, first of all, thank you before we get started for your incredible support. Over the last few weeks, we've exceeded our goal to raise 6 scholarships. We've already almost doubled that in the span of 2 weeks with our goal to raise 6 scholarships in the month of December. So thank you to each of you that have been involved. We thank you for your support. And also many of you who are on the call today too have helped offset many of the costs here that we've had to absorb with our team traveling around from place to place, from Hawaii to Humboldt to Nevada to wherever else we have to go to play and win this thing. So thank you to each of you who are investing in our program, investing in our student athletes. Your investment's making a big difference. Now we're fired up today because we are hearing from some legends today. So first of all, we're going to hear from Marie Tuitt, our Director of Athletics. We'll also hear from Coach Brennan from the field. And then we'll also hear from our great 2 legends here, James Jones and Coach Dick Vermeil. So we'll start with Marie. The time is now yours, Marie.
Got it. Okay. Thanks, Rob. Hi, everyone. We're beyond excited. We've been here for a while. This team has been traveling. The media attention, all of nationally and certainly regionally and within the city of San Jose has been absolutely awesome. During this, COVID-19 pandemic, the San Jose Spartans have certainly given folks something to cheer about, something to look forward to. I've had the pleasure of working side by side with Coach Brennan for the last 4 years, and he's truly a pretty remarkable guy. There are a few of you on the panelists today, certainly Coach Vermeil and then James Jones, who kind of believed in us a few years ago. Well, maybe perhaps there were folks out there who didn't think you could get it done at San Jose State. Well, let me tell you, not only are we getting it done, but we're also getting it done the right way. We have terrific young men. I'm so proud of them. We've been prepared to play every game this year. We didn't play Fresno. We didn't play Boise State the first time, but we beat the COVID-19 game each day because we've stayed healthy. We have followed all the protocol, and I couldn't be more proud of the discipline of these young men. Now, we've got a pretty tough opponent today. So those of you that are watching, I need you to cheer like crazy. I need you to help those officials when they're pondering a call. I need you to be yelling at your TV to tell them which way that call should go. Because as you all know which way that call should go. And we're just thrilled that we're able to bring some excitement to the Spartan Nation. Coach Brennan, if I'm going to flip my camera if I can, and maybe you can see the field. Yes, hopefully you can see our team sort of warming up on the end there. I was going to actually do the Zoom from the field, but it's a little noisy out there. I said on a Zoom the other day that I've listened to a lot of rap songs the last couple months. I've heard the word bro and dude 100,000 more times in the last few weeks than my whole life put together. But I wouldn't have it any other way because this group of men that are representing San Jose State, they're pretty terrific. I also am thrilled that through our football program, we get to talk about the rest of our athletics program and the great head coaches and student athletes that make up the whole department. But probably most importantly is we get to talk about our great university. And in particular, President Papazian and members of the cabinet. Charlie Foss has been working real hard on facilities and getting that Spartan Athletics Center built and even the remodel of the football locker room last year. So we have been slowly climbing the mountain step by step. Those of you that have heard Coach Brennan talk, that's what he'll tell you. You got to do it step by step, and you got to do it the right way. And that's exactly what we've been doing. So pretty excited for today. I can see Coach Brennan down there. I think he's heading over, and I think he's ready. So I'm going to turn it over to Coach Brennan.
What's up, everybody? Appreciate you all tuning in. I know we got legends, Coach Vermeil and James Jones on here. Can't thank you guys enough for your continued engagement in the program, what we're trying to do at San Jose State. It's important that everybody on the screen understands how much Marie Tuitt and Dr. Papazian and the President's Cabinet are responsible for what has happened with this team this season. They have done all the hard work, all the heavy lifting, found a way to keep us moving forward. We can't thank them enough. We're excited to play today. It's going to be a big-time football game. We're climbing the mountain, and we're not done yet. Spartan up. We'll see y'all after.
Thanks, Coach Brennan. We're so blessed to have a coach that's getting this thing done, and of course, everyone else supporting the program, Marie and President Papazian, and the cabinet as well. We're going to shift gears here. Marie, is there anything else you'd like to say? I know there are a million things you need to do here as well on game day. Is there anything else you'd like to share before you head out?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We are fired up. Someone asked me after the virtual pep rally if I was a cheerleader, and I was like, heck to the yes, I was. I was a cheerleader, and I'm cheerleading this team on. So we're really, really excited. Just appreciate everyone's support.
Thanks, Marie. Go get us a win. Now we're going to shift gears here to our legends. We're so blessed to have James Jones and Coach Vermeil here to speak with us about their experiences as Spartans and also their championship experiences. So first, we're gonna ask you, James, some questions here, and want to just get your thoughts. Talk to us about your experience as a Spartan, and maybe a couple of the memories that you have that really speak, to your experience as a Spartan.
Well, I mean, my experience as a Spartan, really built me into the man I am today. You think about coming out of high school and, you're a young kid and, everybody has a dream of playing in the National Football League, when you get to that stage. But San Jose State really just formed me into a man. And I was blessed to be able to have coaches like Coach Brennan as my position coach, and his wife, Courtney, to be able to form me in the right direction, and to be able to help me be a better man. And a lot of stuff that Coach Brennan taught me is a lot of stuff that I use today in my life with my kids, with the kids that I coach. I coach my kids to youth football teams, and, I use a lot of stuff that he taught me. A lot of my friends there, just the relationships that, that I made there playing football at San Jose State. I still talk to all those guys till this day. Everybody is amped up, juiced up, about the Spartans. But, San Jose State changed my life, man. A lot of people know the way I grew up homeless in San Jose, and to be able to play at home in San Jose, to be able to play in front of my family with my friends, man, it truly was a dream come true. And it really changed my life. So I couldn't be more proud. A San Jose native, watching the Spartans play in the Mountain West Championship today, man, and, just being able to watch a team on the football field, rally together as a family, because that's truly what we are. And just to see them, man, go out there and play for each other, man, and, I'm just proud. And it's a place that changed my life and will forever be in my heart.
And we're proud of you. I know we are. All of us are. You see the love on Twitter all the time, I'm sure. Coach Vermeil, we're going to ask you the same question here about your experience as a Spartan and maybe a few of the memories that you have had as a Spartan and what it's meant to you.
Well, as soon as somebody asks me that question, I normally come with the same response. Very grateful that I had the opportunity to go there as a walk-on. I earned a scholarship under the leadership of Bob Tichenal, Gene Mangus, and those kind of people, and actually the whole athletic department. The great thing I always thought about San Jose at that time, and probably it's still true today, they brought you there to keep you there and educate you and make you a better person as well as a better football player. And I think it was Bob Bronson that sort of raised my level of expectation. I never had the dreams of being a college football coach or an NFL football coach. I wanted to be a high school football coach. And before I knew it, I was coaching in college football and the NFL, all because I think Bob Tichenal kept raising my level of expectation by being so positive in stating the abilities he thought I had, which I didn't know I had, okay? But because he told me I did, I started to believe it. And I think whenever I think of San Jose State, I think of him, I think of my teammates. I think of Gene Mangus, who coached me directly, and Max Coley and all those guys. But the entire athletic department was very special then. You know, they had PE majors at that time, you know, and it wasn't physical engineering. It was physical education. And I was a health minor, and there were people in that department. Dr. Smolensky and those people all really were there to inspire you to be what you had the ability to be, maybe when you didn't even know that you had it. So I'm a loyal Spartan in every way, and extremely proud of what Brent and Marie and Dr., our president, has gotten done within the last few years.
Thank you. It's not very often that we can say this, that both of you have competed in a Super Bowl. And with today being a championship game, could you both share, and we'll start with you, James, what does it take to be a champion?
Whew-wee. I mean, number one, you know, it's all about being a family. And I'll never forget Coach Mike McCarthy told me that the most talented football teams don't win championships. The closest football teams win championships. And those are the guys that'll go out there. They're not worried about stats. You're not worried about who gets the ball. All you're worried about is finding a way to win and going out there and battling for my brother and being at my best for my brother. And we all know when you get into regular season play, the game is fast. You start getting into bowl games and the playoffs, the game is even faster. You start getting into championship games, the game is even faster. So today, you just got to go out there, continue to do what you do. You know, if I'm Coach Brennan, I'm telling my guys, we got here because we play our style of football. So let's continue to do what we do. No one needs to press. Nobody needs to get outside of their self. Nobody needs to be Superman. Go out there, do what you do for your brother, and continue to play at a high level and battle for each other. This is a close football team. We love each other. Go out there and show people what Spartan football is all about. And that's truly how we won a championship. The time we won the Super Bowl in Green Bay, that team was extremely close. On the field, off the field, we did everything together. I knew Jordy's life story. Jordy knew my life story. I knew Aaron Rodgers' life story. Aaron knew mine. And you go out there knowing what your brother been through, knowing what your brother has sacrificed, and you go out there and you play for one another. And that's what great football teams do. And when you're that close, hey, man, you fight for each other and things like this happen.
Thank you. Coach Vermeil, same question. What does it take to be a champion?
Well, first, James, what a great job. Having been a player like you have been and come up like you did and then express yourself like you just did. Amazing. Tremendous job.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Great to have you on the Spartan side of the line of scrimmage. Okay, I'm not bragging when I say this, but I've coached high school championship games, won one, lost one. I've coached junior college championship game, lost. Coached in college championship game and won. Coached with 3 NFL teams and won some and lost championship games. I echo pretty much what James said. Number one, you got to do better what you did to get there. And each time you get at a different level, you just got to do it a little bit better. And I always stressed that once you're there, you've got to prioritize. And you've got to think back and ask yourself, have I ever played my best game? And if you say, yes, I've already played my best game, then you don't have much to look forward to today. So I'll say, well, chances are you're going to say, I haven't played my best game yet. So as a coach, I'd say, well, why not today? Why not today? When you win a major game, and today would be an upset, really, I think, because Boise, they've been in a number of championship games over the years, big games, and won some, lost some. But it's when all of you guys get together and have your best game the same day, and that's when a team generates the upset, and plays beyond their expectation or the expectation of other people. And the other thing I would say, then you got to play the smart. You're going to be emotionally prepared to play. You got to play smart. Very tough to win a championship game minus in turnover ratios. You got to take the ball away, not give it away. Start playing smart. Poised when it comes to penalties. Don't keep a drive going with a dumb, emotional, personal foul penalty because you felt like you should retaliate. I mean, it takes great discipline. And James knows this. He's been there. You've got to play the game smart. So if they're going to beat you, They're going to beat you at your best physically, emotionally, and mentally. And when you put 11 people at a time on the same field at the same time, offense, defense, special teams, you can't put 12. Okay. When you put them all at the same time thinking that way, I'm going to have the best game I ever had in my life. I'm going to play the game smart. I'm going to play the tough game. I'm going to play it faster than my opponent, and I'm going to last a lot longer. You win it. And sometimes you do that and still lose. Okay, you still lose. But you walk off the field proud of the fact that you represent your team, your school, your coaches, and yourself in a championship manner, even though the score didn't turn out your way. But I think we've got a good chance to beat them, but it's going to take a heck of an effort.
Thank you, Coach. James, many people who are listening right now and will record and send this out to many others too, have invested in you as a student athlete and continue to invest in other student athletes. What message would you like to share with them?
My message to them is very simple, man. When you look at guys like me and talking to you today and have done the things that I've done, won Super Bowls, been able to provide for my family, came from where I came from. To be honest with you, it's all because of you. My mother did not have the money and the ability to pay for me to go to college, so I would have had to probably go to a junior college and do it that way. So, when you really look at it and you look at a lot of these student athletes out there today, man, everybody comes from different backgrounds. A lot of them wouldn't be here this day if it wasn't for you, So at the end of the day, we appreciate you guys. We thank you guys more than you guys can ever even imagine, because I'm not able to provide for my family today if it wasn't for the opportunity that San Jose State gave me and for people like you guys to give me the opportunity to receive a scholarship and play football. So, no matter what anybody does on this football field today, we all know all of them are not going to the NFL. But whatever they do in life, whether it's doctors, whether it's teachers, whatever they do in life and to be successful in life, it started with you guys. So, a major thanks to you guys and everybody that, is giving all these student athletes an opportunity to receive a scholarship and go out and live their dream.
Incredible. Thank you, James. Coach Vermeil, what are your thoughts here about the current Spartan team that you've seen that's making history here?
Well, I like how they play the game. They have great discipline. They're fundamentally sound. They love to throw the ball. I think sometimes you got to be careful of getting too pass happy. And I say that every once in a while to the coach. You got to be able to run the football at all levels. And, I just think, I think they really care about each other. I think the coaching staff has done a great job of handling the variables off the field that you better have done a good job during this pandemic year, because their distractions were enormous, far more than a normal football season. And for them to do what they have done within this environment just magnifies the quality of the job that they have done as Spartan coaches. So, Brennan, I'm so proud of him and his staff and what they've done. But what they've done better than most is handle all the other problems. A lot of people can coach a football team, but when you add all these other environmental problems and social problems and everything that around you, it can be a real distraction. And Brent and his staff did not allow that. In fact, it might have helped them gain an edge because they handled it so well. They did it better than everybody else.
Thank you, Coach. Now I'll leave it up for closing comments here as we're approaching game time. James, any closing comments from you, and then we'll finish with Coach Vermeil?
Not really, man. Just like I said before, man, if I was Coach Brennan in that locker room right now, my message to the team, man, is, hey, be who we've been to get us here. We don't need no heroes. We need everybody going out there doing their job, 11 men on the same page every single time. Be where you're supposed to be. And if you are where you're supposed to be, you'll be in position to make a play. But we don't need nobody getting out of position. We don't need nobody going out and doing things that you haven't done all season. Be who you are. Fight for your brother today. You got everybody's support. Everybody's watching. Let's go out here and show the world. I mean, we on TV. Let's show the world what Spartan football is all about. And no matter what, we're going to be proud of you. We're going to ride with you no matter what. So go get the job done.
Thank you, James.
You got
Coach Vermeil?
Well, I'd say, there's a time to be the best you can be. And what you have done as a team to get where you are, you've been doing those things on a consistent basis. Now you only have to do it one more time and end up playing the game very, very smart, very, very disciplined, and do better what you've done to get here on this one event, and you can do it.
Thank you, Coach. Coach and James, we are incredibly proud of you, and thank you so much for all that you continue to do for Spartan Nation, for Spartan football. We're so grateful for the support you give, the investments that you make in our current student athletes, and how you continue to give back. Thank you.
Let me say one more thing.
Please.
The best Spartan of all, Bill Walsh, is looking down on this field today. God bless him.
Absolutely.
Amen. Well, with that, we will close, and let's go get a win.